Hey guys, in this video we are going to look at a couple probability questions. So here's our problem. To determine which social media platform was more popular, I asked 25 teenagers if they had an Instagram or not. Then I asked the same teenagers if they had a Snapchat. 17 teenagers reported they had an Instagram, 11 said they had both, and only 5 teenagers had neither. Okay, so we have 2 questions, but the very first thing we always need to do is somehow organize this data. So when I read this, we're talking about 2 variables, an Instagram and a Snapchat. So that to me immediately says two-way table. You can also do this making a Venn diagram, and I can do that in the next video. But for my two-way table, I'm going to put Instagram right here. And my options are yes, we have one, or no, they don't. Okay. On this side of my table, I'm going to put Snapchat. And again, my options are yes, they have one, or no, they don't. So I want this to be a little bit longer because I would like room for totals. Okay, so I'm going to keep my blue pen to fill in what we know from the problem. 17 teenagers reported that they had an Instagram. So I'm going to find my Instagram column. Yes, they have an Instagram. 17 people. 11 said they had both. So I want to find the box that is yes and yes. And only 5 teenagers had neither. So no and no. Okay, the other thing I know is that I asked 25 teenagers total. So that must be my 25. Now I'm going to switch colors and we're going to fill in the things that we can just by adding. So I know in this very first column, this has to be a 6 because it has to add to 17. So now I can fill across, and basically you can just add numbers and figure these out as you go. Okay, so we have everything filled out. You just want to double check your rows total and your columns total. All right, now we are ready for our problems. So part A, oops, too much zoom. Part A says, what is the probability that a randomly selected teenager has a Snapchat but not an Instagram? So remember to write your probability statements. Probability that they have a Snapchat but no Instagram. Okay, so we're just going to look in our table and find that spot. So they have a Snapchat. So we know Snapchat, yes. I'll highlight Snapchat, yes. So I'm in this part. And then Instagram, no. So what I'm looking for is the place where those 2 overlap. So I know that 3 people have a Snapchat but no Instagram. And this is out of 25 total. So we can grab a calculator. And our probability for that is 0.12. Okay, let's look at part B. So part B says, what proportion of teenagers have a Snapchat? And something I want to point out is what proportion and what is the probability? Those are really asking for the same thing. So what proportion of teenagers, we're going to write our probability statement, have a Snapchat? Okay? So what I know is that I want Snapchat, yes. I'm in this column, or sorry, that row. So there are 14 teenagers who have a Snapchat out of 25 total. And that is 56% or 0.56, whichever one you like better.